Hi, my name is Eric Helgson, co-founder of Sproutary.com. Sproutary is an online app that allows you to manage your preschool or daycare. You can start your free 30-day trial at Sproutary.com. Today we're going to be looking at managing payments in Sproutary. So I've logged into my demo Sproutary.com account and I'm going to click on Payments. Here we can see any pending invoice items that are not associated with an invoice yet, or are invoices. So we can see we filtered here on Dan, and he's had a couple paid invoices and another invoice that is not paid. If Dan walks in with a check for this $246, we can quickly just find his invoice, click there, and select the method of payment, any item notes we want, or just enter his check number. So his check number is 8321. Hit save. It'll refresh the table and we'll see that that invoice is now paid. It's that easy for you to take payments from your families. Now say we wanted to add a late fee to one of his due items. So we'll just go to this one, and you can see that this was due March 11th, and we'll say it's past that. We can add a new item to this invoice. So click the plus. We can associate it with a specific Sprout if we want to. So we'll say it's Ari, and we'll say late fee, and we'll say our late fee is $10. Click Save. We can see now that our charges have been updated, that Ari now has a late fee, along with the two payments for Eli, or two charges for Eli for the week of 3/8 and Ari. Also, let's say we forgot to update. Ari is actually a little cheaper now because he's coming in one day less a week. We can edit this and say $110. We can update that here. And say we talk to Dan and say, okay, the late fee, it won't happen again. So we'll say, okay, we'll remove it just this one time. So we can delete this one invoice item and take away that late fee. Like on the previous screen, we can record a payment here as well. So we can record a check for the $250 owed, and we'll say this is 8322 from Dan. And again, we have the payments here. And Dan, as a parent, can log in at any time and see this invoice and print it out for his records. We can print it out for him here as well if we wanted to. So let's jump back to the payments screen. Say there's a field trip coming up and Ari, Dan's child, is going on the field trip. Well, we can create an invoice item just for that. So let's go, click on Ari, we'll say field trip, and we'll give him, it's a $10 extra fee. We can even select multiple children as well, so maybe Ari, Billy, and Eli are all going on the field trip. Click Save, it'll create those $10 fees for us. We can see the family that's associated with each. So say Dan walks in and says, I know I have to pay the $20 for Eli and Ari to go to the trip, and I have a $20 bill here. So we can create another invoice item for a payment, and we can select Ari. We'll say field trip payment, which is optional, and since it's a payment, we can select -20, and we'll say you paid with cash, and hit save. And then maybe Billy can't go on the field trip anymore, so we can click on that invoice item and hit delete. And now we can see that Dan has paid $20 and has two pending items for that add up to $20. And now say he said, I'd rather have this on a separate invoice. We can do that for him as well. So any pending invoice items we can create the invoices for. We can run it for all families, Dan being the only one here right now, or just select Dan. Hit save, and you can see we'll have a $20 charges, or a new invoice with $20 charges, a $20 payment, and it's paid. One other thing to note is that we also handle subsidy payments as well. So say Dan had a subsidy, he started to get a subsidy from the state. We can track that as well. So for this one, it's a $12 charge and a $12 payment from the state, just as an example. And you can tell it's a subsidy by the little S denoting here that it's a subsidy payment. Just another feature to allow you a lot of flexibility in billing. One last thing to note is that you can actually download all these invoices as well. So if you like to download them and put them into Excel or a different program, you can do that as well. Select the all families or individual families and the dates you'd like to select and hit download. That's it for this video. If you like what you saw, head over to Sproutary.com and sign up for your free 30-day trial. Thanks.